return to the Transformers.
Hey geeks, welcome to another edition of Geek Culture Out of the Box. So today we have for you Diego's baby, the one and only, he's been waiting.
The Starscream from Imaginarium art.
The seeker of seekers. the own crown prince of his by his own hand, Starscream. So we have Imaginarium, Starscream, and I gotta tell you, man, right out of the box, it's easy to be biased to Imaginarium. Because this candy paint on this piece is wow.
And what we mean by candy paint is just the overall shine on this.
It's got a gloss finish.
Yeah,
not a matte finish.
Yeah.
It's got a gloss finish, and that gloss finish is gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
And the first thing you see coming out of the box is actually the wings.
The wings.
So when you open, there's two boxes that it comes in. It comes in one big box. There's two boxes. There's the color box that you saw in the picture, and we'll explain why. And then there's they have a brown box.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have two four-sided color boxes. It only has one. The one has the body, and the blocks without the coloring and packaging detail.
It's the base itself.
Is the base.
Yes.
But the first thing you see opening the color box is the wings, and that's in the paper wrapping. You can see it, and you're like, man, that looks good.
And it's coming through that paper wrapping.
You're
like, oh my God, But let's get into the piece.
You get into it? Yeah, there's still more.
I know, right?
And then it's an 11 by 17 instruction on how to put it together. I mean, this is just nice. It's cardboard. You could frame this next to the piece. I love that.
And you know what they also get into? If you read it, they also get into broken pieces.
Oh, yeah?
It talks about the broken pieces right down on the second paragraph.
Look at you, like a lawyer, dude. On the second paragraph, on the third line, it tells you.
Yeah, I was reading it before we started.
Apparently.
Yes.
I didn't. I was looking at the instructions. I was thinking about...
Yeah.
To let you know, the instructions are a little out of date. They must have done this early in production because the head of Megatron does not come off the base.
The back, where the cone is at, or
there's this little part. It's already on there. The cone, the nose cone, it does not come off. It's on the piece. So some of this is outdated because they made modifications in production, but it's okay. Not a big deal.
Yeah, because everything was just. It was easy to read. Let's just put it that way. It was easy to read. Everything's put. It shows you where everything goes. Kudos, Imaginarium art.
When we started off, they're very small. It's rare when you get a statue that is perfectly painted.
Yes. Very
rare. And I point out little things that I saw on this to Diego. And again, we kind of shrugged it off because it's nothing big. But even here, D, there is a paint chip in the gloss finish. You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So there's a paint chip in there that's been painted in with the gloss finish. So stuff like that, but nothing major.
Yeah,
nothing on this piece to take away from how beautiful it is. Now, I want to show you one more thing, camera lady, as you want it. So we got to give kudos to this. On Soundwave, which was their first piece, it was an amazing piece, but there was a discrepancy. On this box, it had the G1 eyes, the triangle eyes.
And when we're talking about the eyes are these right here.
Those are the correct G1 triangle eyes. Now, if you go back and look at Soundwave, he has the diamond eyes, which are referred to as the Michael Bay eyes. And so for a true G1 collector, that isn't going to fly. But Imaginarium heard us. They fixed this. So now the logo is G1 accurate Imaginarium.
Yes.
So another thing.
And again, what I like, and which everyone gets wrong, is that it's correct. It's upside down. Everybody thinks that no, it should go. Like there's some that don't know G1. They think that this logo should go up, right side up. No, it's actually upside down.
It's almost like the American flag. The American flag flies one way, and then when it comes down, that's the way it's supposed to be draped. It looks wrong, but it's right.
Yeah. But
beautiful.
I mean, we're speechless right now. Almost. Yeah.
I wasn't planning on buying this piece, but thanks to Diego, I'm picking it up now. But let's show you how big this bad boy is. So the head of Megatron is 10.5 inches. The width of the base is approximately 14 inches. From the bottom of the base to the tip of the wing, 28 inches of Decepticon. Starscream, all right, so we'd have to go from your side. Go from the back tip to his knee.
So from right here
a little further.
Knee.
What do you got?
Oh,
careful.
Looking at 18 inches.
18 inches. 28 by 18.
And then from his foot to with the tip of the wing?
Oh, yeah, tip of the wing.
Yeah. So we're looking at 22 inches.
22 inches, just the Starscream without the base. This is a big piece. This is a room stopper. You have this in your room, somebody's gonna walk in and be like,
you know what? We're anxious to display this at, I guess at our Alamo City Comic Con.
Yeah.
Or if we get invited somewhere else, or if we decide to go somewhere else.
Well, we'll be happy to bring the Transformers with us.
Yes. Yeah. Now, if you do have this piece or you're looking to get this piece, okay, let's talk about this. Okay, now these wings are just phenomenal. I'm going to use that word one time. I mean, because the thing is,
they really are.
Yeah, they really are. However,
a concern.
A concern. Again, it's not a down point, but it's a concern. Again, this is held by magnet. If you don't mind pulling out that one wing.
I didn't know if you wanted to take out one or two.
Yeah, no, just go ahead. Go ahead and take out the one wing, and it's held by that short of a magnet. It's real small, so again, just a concern. Just be careful that it may fall. You never know.
I just, it's such a beautiful wing. I'm trying to give you guys
look at the thickness. That's what's amazing about it. It's not just like a flat piece of.
It looks like an aircraft wing.
Yeah, it does, right?
So I will second that with Diego. When we were putting it together, only because we experienced it with the Rodimus piece. The wing, Rodimus's wings fell out on their own one day. Imaginarium did the right thing. They sent us some new wings. Thank you, Imaginarium. But as beautiful as these wings are, at being held in place, you got to make sure that the long run, 5 years from now, the magnet, I saw it move. 5 years from now, the magnets don't give out and people have good wings, because that's going to be a problem. When you pay $1,200, 5 years later, you come home and the wing's broken on the ground, that ain't going to fly. That ain't going to fly. So also, Imaginarium, please have backups. Keep them in inventory. I know that's not a usual practice. Have backups on pieces like that. So in 5 years, oh man, my wing broke. We got you, bro. Good customer service. You're great at it right now. Keep it up.
Keep it up, yeah.
Keep it up.
But again, Imaginarium art, freaking, this is a beautiful, show-stopping piece.
Yep.
And I can't wait to display it. I can't wait to to other friends come over, family members come over. I can't wait to see the look on their faces, because when we took it out, we were like, wow.
Blown away.
Yes. Now, I know. Now, is this G1 accurate? Not.
What is it missing? Get your little third party.
We're gonna compare it to the third party, but again, this is very close to G1 accurate. This is a toy make. God, what was it? What was it called? Oh man, it's out of China. Anyways, this is a third party figure, but again, this is this is almost close to G1 accurate. As you can see, it has the baby blue, unlike Imaginarium art. It almost has between a royal blue and a baby blue. Yeah. It's in between, but you know what? I'm not even worried about that, because the piece is just great as it is. Again, the feet right here, not the feet, but the legs. Again, you can see they're totally solid, right? Unlike right here, the inside, you can see the inner workings, I guess. Where the
details, the cogs, the springs, the wires.
Yeah, the springs, the wires, the joints. You can see it, but it's just. They get the wings right, they get the color right, they get the freaking face right. Everything's. I can overlook this just because it's so beautiful.
For me, when Diego brought this out, because he pointed this out after we had set it up, the thing I like is the gold on this looks nice. I'm not a big third-party fan, but the gold on this looks nice. But when you compare it to that cockpit, that transparent cockpit, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. And what was interesting is before we had put on his arms and his head and his wings, as we're putting the body together, it almost looked like we were putting together a Robotech figure.
Yes.
And I think Prime 1 has Robotech, but Imaginarium, something to consider. Something to consider. Man, especially with the finish. Imaginarium sells me on the finish. So if they did a Robotech line and they had this finish.
Oh man, you're just like, just stop.
Right? Here's my card. Tell me when it's low. I'll replenish it. Man. So Diego and I were also talking about, you guys may have seen it on our Instagram and our Facebook, but the pre-order for PCS's Soundwave, G1 Soundwave, is about to go live. Now, you know we have the Imaginarium Soundwave, sorry, and you know we love that piece. But dang, did that PCS shell shading look good. Yeah,
it did look, it almost didn't look real when we saw it. But, you know, because I think I even texted you, I said, man, it doesn't even look real, but man, I go, is that a cartoon pasted on the damn base?
But it looks good. And the reason we bring PCS up in Imaginarium is we've done this before. There are 4 or 5 people doing Transformers. There's Prime 1, there's XM, there's Imaginarium, there's PCS. Am I missing?
Sideshow or what?
No.
Sideshow's not doing anymore?
No. So 4. There might be a 5th one, I'm not remembering. So there's 4 out there. The top 2, now that shell shading Soundwave has come out, is Imaginarium and PCS. Hands down. Again, I haven't seen XM's in his hand. Nobody has them in hand yet. I haven't seen any collectors with them.
I haven't seen it.
So they have a Prime coming out, a Starscream coming out, and I think that's it. So we have to see those, but just from the marketing pictures, the circulation. And that's how you know a really good piece. When you see a picture and you're like, man, that looks really good. And then you get in your hand and you're like, damn, I'm glad I ordered that. Just from the picture itself, that PCS Soundwave looks good. So
it does. And again, and that's what made me buy this one. Going back to, you know, when I first saw it on, again, Big Bad Toy Store, I was blown away on the color, but, you know, especially the wings. When I saw the wings on this piece, I was just, I have to get it. But what really sold me was, you know what, his again, this is nowhere him standing over the head of Megatron. Again, it wasn't
anywhere in anything
in the cartoon. And again, the reason why I didn't buy, who's the one that did was it Imaginarium art where he's where they had him in the cape, the crown, and he's sitting on the throne?
That was Imaginarium.
For me, it wasn't. I just didn't like it.
Just say it.
Because he never really sat on the damn throne.
He didn't live long enough.
Yeah, he didn't live long enough. But you know what? This is maybe his his imagination that one day he'll be standing over Megatron, which he almost did because he did throw over. I said, you know what? I'll get this piece. But not only that, the poses that Imaginarium art give are just. I mean, and you know what? To me, they're second to none. You know, that's what I like. You know, that's what I like about Imaginarium art.
The pose.
Yes.
The paint, the quality. The pricing, again, the pricing can always be cheaper, but at $1,000, $1,200, not too. I mean, for the quality you're getting, this is top tier, second tier. Because remember, top tier is ECC and Cinemaquette. Sorry.
Ooh,
so I know you haven't seen it yet. Don't worry. Diego's gonna get to see.
I'm a novice.
ECC in person, and then he'll understand why. He'll be like, damn. But this is top tier for this kind of statue collecting. ECC and Cinemaquette are a whole other ballpark. But this is amazing. What were we gonna? Do you remember what the full edition size was? I remember what your number was. What's the full edition size?
Was it 150 or
was it 170?
Something like that. You know,
very low.
Yeah, very low number. And this is like 157 or something.
No, it was like 113.
It was something like that. Yeah.
113 of 170, a very low edition size. Yeah. It's still available on bbts.com. Get it. You don't want to miss this piece. It's not going to be as many as Soundwave. Soundwave had 500, 170. I think this was a convention exclusive overseas. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. I just remember seeing the piece and said, you know what, I'm going to get it.
Glad you did, don't you? Hell yeah. If you could feel the energy that we have for this piece. I mean, the details. You know, the cogs in his legs, the turbines in his chest, the painted, the exhausts. And then you have the exhaust up there, just all the details. I would say, you know, what are you at? We're 4, 5 statues in with Imaginarium, 5 with Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, 5.
So Imaginarium art equals detail. Yes. That's what you get. You get detail, you get quality, you get size.
Again, and the base is not overwhelming.
No, I mean, it is.
Yeah, it's a little large from what we're used to.
I was gonna say it's as big as our table here, dude.
Yeah. But the thing is that you know what? It's not overwhelming. I.e., Prime 1. Yeah, it's like golly, it's like is about as wide as this, but no, it fits just nice.
It ain't gonna fit on a desk, that's for sure.
It won't fit on a desk. You're gonna have to especially put it on like some kind of IKEA, what?
No, I was actually about to say, I don't believe this is going to fit in a Besta. This is 28 inches. I think the Bestas top out. It's at like 26, 28. So this is barely, if it fits in there, barely. But what is it? It was 14 this way. It was 18-inch. Nah, I don't think they're that deep. So,
but at least on top.
You're gonna want to have this on top, and if we can get that view where we have Rodimus, him, and Soundwave next to each other, you guys are gonna freak.
And again, we can't wait to display it at Alamo City Comic Con. Hopefully they have one this year.
Yeah, in November supposedly. I don't have dates yet, but we're planning on being there. Hopefully we'll have this. I've been talking to my rep overseas to get the XM versions, because I really want to show the fans this XM Starscream and Optimus Prime, and then the PCS Soundwave and Optimus, so you guys can see it and you guys can decide for yourself. I never want you guys to think that we're biased one way.
Yeah.
When we see quality, we tell you about it.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to just say that. We're blown away when it comes to quality work, when it's just paint, and I already know that when we display this, people are gonna like. It's almost like looking at that hot girl that just passed you by. Hey, whoa, right?
When your
like,
wife,
damn, look at those.
When your wife came in, I was gonna say that, dude. I was like, this is that girl that walks by, and you're like, crickets, like, damn.
Again, there's one minor flaw. For me, it was just the eyes, but it's a flaw that I can overlook. Yeah. It can overlook, but again, it's just a great piece, showstopper. The paint is outstanding. I mean, like from here, I can just see everything shine. Even the gray is shining. That's what's crazy about it.
That gloss finish, dude. They got it.
Yeah, you nailed it. You hit it out of the park, Imaginarium Art.
And let's let you know, because we were looking at that as we looked at these over here. Now Rodimus has that gloss paint too. Soundwave does not, but we're okay with that.
We're okay, yeah.
So so you know,
because he was always dark. I could deal with that. He was never a shiny. The only thing that was shiny maybe was his chest.
Yeah.
But he was always like that dark piece, in the background. He was never a shiny piece. This guy always was.
But it's because of Jet, man. Whenever you see the Jet, they're always glistening from the sun. So I guess it just works.
Yeah, it works. The white, and I was wondering how they're gonna pull off the white, and they pulled it off.
Yeah, because as soon as we pulled it out, you're like, dude, look at that white and those wings.
Yeah.
BBTS.com. I don't know how many they have left, but it's still in stock. Order it now. Don't miss it, because when you see this in person, you're going to be mad at us. We're telling you now. And then get on the forefront. We try to post whenever pre-orders come up. Sometimes we know, sometimes we don't know.
Yes.
You don't want to miss the Imaginarium line. I don't know what the next piece is, but you don't want to miss it. I know we're waiting on Devastator. We're waiting on that bad boy.
I know. I'm waiting on the Thundercracker Legacy.
The Legacy, the size of Jazz back there.
You know what? And we'll try to compare it, side by side to this. So.
But again, we appreciate all you fans for being there with us. We just passed 1,000. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the culture. Be sure to like, subscribe, join in the comments. Come see us when we're at a show live or we have an event. Until next time, we'll see you.